Well, another exciting baseball game. Guys come out swinging. We get a lead and kind of had to hang on there a little bit. The kid threw really well. Gibby, I thought, handled the game really nicely. I think he got himself in a little jam early and pitched out of it. Kind of gathered himself and made some pitches when he had to. And through the middle part of the game, he was cruising. He was using all of his pitches. Good fastball tonight and a decent slider. Like I said, he controlled the game pretty doggone good, and got us a solid performance from him. And Stillwell had a little bit of issues there, couldn't get it out. Casey got a big out, and then there's Perk at the end. That was huge. Good comeback from him after yesterday. So offensively, some boys did pretty good. A couple of homers again. Doge looked like that ball was over his head, banged into the seats, and Pinto, putting another one in there. So some decent swings and a good performance and a good hold on there.
Cano has killed you guys in the last few years. How do you like the way you went at him tonight?
We're talking about the Twins. We don't want to talk about Robbie. We got him out when we had to. The kid can hit, always has been able to hit. He's a great player, and have all the respect for him in the world. And our goal is just try to keep him in the ballpark and get him out. We did that, and he didn't kill us tonight. You don't get his hits. That's just who he is.
Letting Gibson pitch to him in the 7th, is that something that you might not have done a little earlier with Kyle?
I thought Gibby's ball was coming out of his hand really good still. I thought he was throwing the ball well. What is he giving up 1 run up to that point, 5 hits or something like that? I thought the ball was still coming out of his hand. I wasn't worried at all. I thought that was his ball game at that point. In all honesty, I was looking at that point for him to go through the 8th inning and get us through 8. But he had a long inning there and ended up, quite a few pitches in the 7th. But my thought wasn't Robbie Cano. My thought was getting him into the 8th inning. The pitch count got up there a little bit in that inning.
You mentioned Dozier swinging at a ball that almost was over his head. How impressed have you been with his swing overall this season?
Well, he can do those things. He can drive a baseball, and Dozier's doing great. He, put some nice swings at a double down there. That ball was up, but if you watch video and you watch how a kid pitched over there, he's a high ball pitcher. That's what he does. He's not overpowering. He's deceptive, and he's going to throw a lot of high pitches. So you have to cover it. You have to get on top of it. And Dozier, nice job.
With his run-producing capability, do you see him in the leadoff spot long-term?
Well, unless we can find somebody to come in there and take the place, I'm just hoping that we can build the bottom of the order when it rolls over, that he gets more opportunities to drive him in. We really like him in the leadoff spot. He's kind of our igniter, and I just hope that we can get, with Escobar swinging really well, we get a couple more guys when the lineup rolls over. It's a nice thing because he will come up in more RBI situations, but I want him to get plenty of at-bats. He's one of our best hitters, I think. I think he's excited when he walks to the plate, and you put those guys up there, as everybody says, to get more at-bats, and that's what we're trying to do with him, get more at-bats for Dozier.
It's 2 of his last 3 starts for Kyle. Now he's gone 7, but he had that 2-inning start in between. What does he need to do to just have these starts more consistent?
Well, it's just, damage control. It always is damage control early in a game. When you don't have your best stuff, figure out a way to get through some innings and, keep the damage to a minimum. And that's what it is with all pitchers. You're going to go out there without your best stuff sometimes, and you have to learn damage control. And that'll keep you in those ball games where you end up getting knocked out. You make a few pitches here and there and keep the damage to a minimum, give yourself a chance to get deep in the game when you find it.
Perkins just messing with you now, trying to get your blood pressure up, putting guys on that way?
No, he's our closer, and 9th inning is never easy. I don't care who's out there, unless it was Mario and Rivera. The 9th inning's never easy. He was one of the guys that made it look easy, but that's a high-profile job, and you're going to run into it. The intention, the level goes up in the 9th inning, and Perkin has done very well. So Perk's risen to the occasion more than once. He just a little rough one yesterday, but he got him out when he had to, made a couple of pitches, and that's what closers do.
How big was that pitch to Hart to get him to pop up?
Well, the guy's up there, we got infield in. A lot of things can happen when you have that, but that's what I said. He's got a great fastball, he's got a good breaking ball, and you know what, he doesn't fold to the situation. So he made a big pitch, and we got a pop up there, and then there you have it. And that's what closers do. They make it exciting. People are screaming. That's always an exciting part of the game.
Block a slider in the dirt too that could.
Sure. And you're going to get them. You're going to throw some. in those situations, you have to have a catcher you trust. If a guy doesn't trust the catcher, you're not going to make the best pitch. So I think we have a lot of trust in Suzuki back there. Guys know they can bounce those balls. He's going to, most of the time keep them in front of him.